is going on, YouTube world? Welcome to the Conquistadork channel. I am your Conquistadork, Javier, and this is, like I said, the Conquistadork stream, the live stream. Let me see if I can pull up the chat here. But welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. And I'd like to introduce you to the premiere episode of Oprah Boys Book Club. That's right. I said it. You heard it right. Oprah Boys Book Club. This is a group reading. A group reading done between friends and outsiders alike. Anybody who would like to join. We are going to be reading and studying and going in depth on Marvel's The Punisher. Welcome back, Frank. And a little bit of an introduction to what Oprah Boys Book Club is. It is, I'm not gonna lie, we did get the idea from the great herself, Oprah. She has, I don't know if she still does it, but she has her own book club, and she picks out a book that I guess she enjoys. Everybody reads it, and what they do afterwards is that they talk about it. She gives her opinion. She gives her own little scoop on it, and they really go in depth and try to break things down. And that's what Oprah Boys Book Club is going to be doing with Welcome Back, Frank, the Punisher series. This is going to be the first installment of Oprah Boys Book Club. We're going to be going deep into the minds and the psyche of this creative team, Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon, also including anchor Jimmy Palmiotti. When during the 2000s, Marvel came out with this Marvel Knights imprint, and they started publishing these darker stories, more violent stories. But if you weren't picking these up at the time, like I wasn't, it's a good time to get reintroduced into these stories. And when this came out, this was by no means an underrated story. It got great reviews. It did pretty hot on the market. The covers were awesome. There were some cool variants also that came out. But it was a 12-issue maxi series, and Marvel was kind of really pushing the envelope on these violent storylines. And obviously Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon were known for stepping over the lines, if you will, kind of being comedic in their stories, but in the same time trying to bring a sort of seriousness and a sort of direction where they want to take a character. And Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon were definitely on the money, definitely on point with this storyline. And let me jump into the chat. Like I see, YouTube is 90. Thank you, my boy Chad 90MF Comics, for hanging out. But Chad, if you're interested, this book, this storyline, Welcome Back, Frank, the Punisher series. It's a 12-issue maxi series, obviously by Marvel. Not reintroducing, but kind of bringing this character back in a new, it's not like they're not trying to embellish anything in this story. It's straight to the point. It gives you a sense of who Punisher really is, and that's great for me because I'm I'm not super knowledgeable on the Punisher. I haven't read too much of his stuff, so this is a great jumping on point for anybody who wants to pick it up, anybody who wants to get on board on Oprah Boys Book Club. And I'll pull this up here. Like I said, Oprah Boys Book Club by the Conquistadorks. We are going to be talking about Welcome Back, Frank, the Punisher series, a 12-issue maxi series by Marvel, published under the Marvel Knights imprint by the creative team Garth Ennis, Steve Dillon, and Jimmy Palmiotti. The way that we are going to be breaking this down is because it's 12 issues, we are going to be doing 4 episodes of 3 issues each. And what we are going to be doing is we're going to be really getting into the storyline, really getting into the plot, really getting into each little speech bubble and why the writer was thinking this way and why the writer was thinking to put this word here or this phrase here or this sentence here. And we're going to be looking at this overall, not just the story, but we're also going to be looking at the art, the way that the expressions are drawn, the way that the Punisher is portrayed in certain scenes, and the way that the people around him are portrayed in certain scenes, and how the color and how those poses can really bring a sense of feeling and a sense of emotion. Not just combine that with the writing, and you have a recipe for success. And here we go, Marvel Knights, the Punisher, Welcome Back, Frank. But really going to be digging deep into each issue and how each issue connects, and how how the story was able to become a success, not just a monetary success, but how it was able to be a literary success. Because every now and then we read comics, there's so many issues to pick up. There's we get stacks and stacks and stacks of books, so many different characters. We'll read a couple issues and then we'll put them down and we'll kind of forget about it. And that's what Oprah Boys Book Club is all about. Revisiting those good stories, revisiting those stories that really mean something and that really brought out not just a good storyline for the character, but brought out a sort of a philosophy for comics and a philosophy for these books and for these characters. And it's everlasting. These runs are everlasting. They're they get published in trade paperbacks, and there you go. These stories are good. And Oprah Boys Book Club, we're going to be visiting many different stories in the future, but our first installment is going to be The Punisher, Welcome Back, Frank, Garth Ennis, Steve Dillon, Marvel, published under the Marvel Knights imprint. And this came out in 2000, so if you want to get the single issues, you can get the single issues, or you can just get the trade paperback. I know they have an awesome hardcover for this series, and that alone is worth getting. You get a whole bunch of extra goodies, and yeah. But Welcome Back, Frank. Our first storyline, our first segment, if you will, that the Conquistadorks will be doing for Oprah Boys Book Club. And I will be doing this with Derek, Mr. Derek Hyde. He is one of the very knowledgeable, very knowledgeable people about Punisher and about comics in general. He's been collecting for a very, very long time. And if you're not following his channel, you should go check out his channel. It's just Derek Hyde. That's Derek and Hyde, not like Mr. Hyde, but Heid. Derek Hyde. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Bear with me. But the Oprah Boys Book Club, we will be Derek Hyde. Oprah Boys Book Club, me and Mr. Derek Hyde, we will be talking about The Punisher. Welcome back, Frank. Join us. Look out for future episodes. We will be doing 4 episodes of the 3 issues each. So check it out. Buy the books now. Read them. And you can read the whole thing if you want. Or you can just read the 3 issues and wait for us to talk about it. Join us in the talk. Join us in the chat. We will love that if you come out and join us in the chat and just definitely just hang out. And as I say that, let me look at the chat as I'm bouncing back and forth. What up? I got issues 2319. I hope that's how many issues you have. 2,319. If you do, then that is one hefty collection, and I'm about checking it out. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out, man. Of course, you gotta love me some Punisher. Punisher is awesome, and you know, he did become Cosmic Ghost Rider, so that is one heck of a leap. So it's really, really cool to see what the heck the Punisher was doing in the early days. And yeah, this is right on the money. This is a great storyline. Marvel Knights Punisher was dope. Punisher Max was good, definitely good. I need to read it. I heard that the Jason Aaron Punisher stuff was really good. He became like a fallen angel or something. But yeah, that's really cool. And Jason Aaron, of course, he's a great writer. But what Derek has introduced me to is Garth Ennis. And I never read Preacher or anything like that. So I'm really, really, really interested to like dig into some Garth Ennis and obviously Steve Dillon. They're like one of the perfect teams. Like them two together are so good. But I haven't read a lot of their stuff, and like this is a great jumping on point, and I'm super excited. Free Panda. Dude, free 84. Is that still a thing? I don't even know. But yeah, Oprah Boys Book Club, me and Mr. Derek Hyde, The Punisher. Welcome back, Frank. We will be talking about these issues, and Conquistadorks. We'll be doing Oprah Boys Book Club. And the more the merrier. If you read it, come hang out with us. The next episode will be about the first 3 issues. And you can see the third issue over here ends with some Daredevil and Punisher action. Very, very nice. So, just wanted to show off some books while I was here. And if you guys stick around to the end, you might hear a little bit of a surprise. Supercon was over the week, and obviously, what do you do at cons? You buy stuff. We bought a lot of stuff. Me, Chad, 90MF Comics, Highly a Comic Book Bro, Steve Whiting, and Jeff. I don't know his channel name, but Jeff. We bought a lot of stuff. about some Thanos Quest. And I wanted to show off some books that Steve Whiting A-okay'd me. Thanos Quest is cool. Might do a little bit of a video on that in the future. Guardians of the Galaxy, got this from Chad 90MF Comics and the crew. Love this cover, man. Jeff Comics 813. Thank you, Chad. We all met up over there at Supercon. This was some Fantastic Four Silver Age. Here we have, right, that Greg Horn, man. It's awesome. Chad's buddy. Shout out to Alexis. Chad's buddy was, he had a booth at Supercon. If you're ever at one of the cons in Miami or like locally here in South Florida, you can definitely probably find Alexis out there. He's a super cool guy. Check out his booth. He has a whole bunch of pops, super good deals, but he was handing these out. He gave me this for free. What an awesome guy. Awesome Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cover. But here we go, man. This is a stack. This is a stack we've all been waiting for. This is from Steve Whiting. Shout out to Steve Whiting for the A-OK. If you don't know, A-OK stands for Act of Kindness. And that is what we do here in the YouTube comic book community. We A-OK each other. Fantastic Four number 250, X Factor on the cover. Special 250th issue. It's pretty awesome. Nice little cover. Yeah, man. Greg Horn, super awesome guy. His booth was definitely the most lit. His crew was awesome. Like the two guys that he had there running the booth were awesome. We I don't even know what happened. We were there for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden we started spending like X amounts of money, dropping cash. Everybody was like, yo, I want this. Yo, I want this print. Yo, I want this print. Hey, can you sign this? Hey, can you sign this? And Greg Horn was like super about it, taking everybody's stuff, signing it. He signed some stuff for free, which was super, super awesome. Super nice of him. And he was really like about the whole like Comic-Con environment. I don't know if it was just us spending like just hanging out there and just like super like loving his art and like loving what he did, but I think he was really appreciative, and that's something that reciprocated off of us, and we were appreciative that he was appreciative, and it just like brought everything to another level, and it was awesome. Chad got to talk to, like I said, his booth buddies, and they exchanged some information. Yeah, man. Go check out Chad 90MF Comics channel. You might see a little interview with Greg Horn. And this, don't quote me on this, all right? You know, but we'll see what happens. Fantastic Four versus the Fantastic Four. Issue 374. I refuse to be A-okay'd. Anyone A-OK the panda and they get RKO'd. I like that. I never want to be RKO'd. And I feel bad for the people who get RKO'd by I Got Issues. Because that sounds deadly. Star Wars The Force Awakens #1. This is the stuff, the books that they came out for the movie. Like it retells the movie, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a cool variant. No, like as I was saying it, I was like, oh mate, man, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't put him on the spot like that. Moon Knight number 4. Tomb Raider number 3. I guess what I can say though is that I mean, at first when I met Steve at MegaCon in Orlando, I was like super surprised about what he did because he A-okayed me right there and then. And he bought me like some Captain America books, and I was like, whoa, like this is happening, like this is real. But I I I'm coming up with a song for Steve, and when the song comes to fruition, the person who will be playing bass on that song is my boy Chad 90MF Comics. We all know that musicians gotta stay together. New Avengers number 46. This is signed, I guess. I love this New Avengers run. I had a lot of I'm pretty sure I have this full run. This New Avengers run was so good. Captain America and Falcon 169, and the Tumbler. That's awesome. Look at this guy tumbling around. That's awesome. Captain America and the Falcon 170. Captain America 254. To battle Bear and Blood. Union Jack on the cover. Captain America 270. Wow, look, whoa. Money right here. Captain America 105. In the name of Batrock. So, what? Captain America 119, The Skull Falls. What? Awesome little cover. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty. This was I believe this was a reprint of his origin story that they did. Captain America Heroes Return number 1. If you watch my 4th of July video, I showed off a whole bunch of these books. This was one of the series that got me reading comics. One of the series that got me collecting. Captain America Steve Rogers number 3. I believe this is a variant. Captain Marvel number 9. X-Force number 15. Cable and Deadpool on the cover. This was another of the early series that got me into collecting comics. I have a whole bunch of these. X-Force was my jam. I used to love X-Force. X-Men number 4, Omega Red. Wow. Good stuffs. Invincible Iron Man number 5. And Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This is a Dan Slott run. This is a Thiggle book, as I like to call it. This is an awesome AOK from Mr. Steve Whiting. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. You got your song coming your way. One other thing I like to show off is this was a special AOK from, for Cindy Moon. This was another special AOK that I got over the week. It's a hardcover Stephen King, part of the Dark Tower series, Treachery. I believe this is the second book of the installment. I think it's the second book. But this is shout out to my mom. My mom got me this. You know my mom goes hunting. You know, whenever she's out in the library getting her books. You know, my mom's always looking out for some comics. When she finds some comics, don't matter what it is, she gets it. This is a steal right here. It's still got the library Dewey Decimal System number. But you never know where you can find some comics. Thrift store, you know, swap shop, library. Check out your local libraries, but they might have some comics. Might be a hardcover trade paperback for $1. That's always a come up, you know. Reading's good. You should always read something. If you don't have something to read, check it out. Check new stuff out. The last thing I want to talk about is thank you so much for everybody checking out the Conquistadork channel. What's up, Biggie Shaq, the immortal Biggie Shaq himself. I can't strap up. I don't have no belts, but I can represent my boy, the immortal, the one and only Biggie Shaq. What's going on, brother? Thanks for hanging out in the Conquistadork channel. I got issues 2319, Chad, 90 MF Comics. YouTube is 90. If you don't know, YouTube is 90. You guys need to know YouTube is 90. I am on the YouTube 90 degrees, okay? Get on it. Hi, Aliyah Comic Book Bro. What's going on? Thanks for hanging out, Mr. Libre. No, I can't. I mean, man, that was a big old AOK. That was a lot of books. My mom got me this book. I keep saying your mom. My mom got me this book. My mom goes hunting. Every time she goes hunting in the library, she always lets your boy know what the deal is on these library finds. Mr. Steve Whiting, of course, coming in with the hot goodness. This AOK from Mr. Steve Whiting. I can't see my camera right now, so. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. The Conquistadork channel. I am gonna do a 100 subscriber giveaway. All right, It's going to happen. The Conquistadorks are going to do it. A 100 sub giveaway. And I'm teaming up with RKC Comic Art on Instagram. We are going to team up, and we are going to do a 100 sub giveaway. One of the things that you got to do is obviously subscribe to the Conquistadork channel. And the second thing you got to do is go on Instagram, go on IG, and go to RKC underscore comic underscore art. RKC Comic Art, and go follow his page, go like one of his pictures, go leave a comment if you want. You don't have to leave a comment for the sub entry, for the giveaway entry. All you got to do for the giveaway entry is go follow his page on Instagram. Go follow RKC underscore comic underscore art on Instagram. I know all of you guys have an Instagram account. If you guys don't have an Instagram account, perfect time to start one. But just check out this guy's art, man. This right here, Deadpool, that's a long box, or that's a short box lid. You can get custom art on your short boxes, on your long boxes, on the lids, on the sides, whatever you want. He'll do it. Hit him up. He's local, South Florida. He'll do it. Commissions, he'll do it. He's trying to grow his art page. He's trying to grow his art. I eventually want to see this guy doing comic books. This guy's amazing. Go follow RKC underscore comic underscore art. The more practice he can get, obviously he will appreciate your support. And as well as just subscribe to the Conquistadork channel and go follow RKC Comic Art on Instagram, and you will be entered into the giveaway. Now, 100 subs is a while from now, So the closer it gets to the subs, the more I will be teasing of what's in the giveaway. So right now, with the team up, with the collaboration I'm doing with RKC Comic Art, is we're going to be doing a print. We're going to be throwing a print that he's drawn in the giveaway. It's going to be a free print. It's going to be obviously awesome. I'm not going to say what the print is of just yet. We don't know. Things might change. You never know what happens. But as the subs get closer to 100 and we're reaching that goal, I will be teasing out more information and be teasing out more secrets, if you will. So be on the lookout. And go subscribe to the Conquistadork YouTube channel and go follow RKC Comic Art on Instagram to enter this 100 sub giveaway. I need to have like an echo. 100 sub giveaway, 100 sub giveaway. One of the things that I'm going to be putting on the giveaway is this Battle Cats sneak preview number 1. It has a couple of pages into this Battle Cats Volume 2 series that's coming out. Issue number 1 is already out. So this sneak preview, if you're interested in it, you can always go and keep buying the series. As I said earlier, once the subs get closer, I'll be teasing out more of the stuff and more of the comics that will be in the giveaway. It will be a hefty lot, probably like 15 comics or so. So, you guys know how to enter. I'll be probably repeating it in some of the future episodes of the Conquistadork channel. And if you guys like the content, make sure to stick around and check out future episodes. I'll probably be doing more collection tea times, showing off some of my collection. Probably be showing off some of my Punisher collection, as you guys can see in the back. And yeah, just trying out. Probably going to be doing a segment of like a fantasy comic segment about V.E. Schwab's Shades of Magic. Probably be doing a little bit of a segment on Thanos Quest once I get around to that. A couple more AOKs. I'd like to do a local artist showcase. Show off some of the art prints that I've copped throughout the years and shout out some of those artists. Stick around for the first episode of Oprah Boys Book Club coming at you soon, where we talk about Welcome Back Frank, the Punisher. And every Wednesday, tomorrow, New Comic Book Day. Check me out at the 90MF Comics channel with your boy Chad. YouTube is 90. I'll probably promote the giveaway on 90MF Comics too, Chad. If you guys hang out on the 90MF Comics channel, you guys will see me there talking with Mr. Derek Hyde. We will be talking some new comic books, reviewing some new comic books, showing off some variants, and talking some spec. And yeah, thank you for hanging out, and thank you for watching this premiere episode of Oprah Boys Book Club. Peace. Thanks for watching the Conquistadork channel.